Cinnamon, honey butter, sweet potato cornbread, the ultimate comfort food. Are you ready for a cornbread experience that will blow your mind with this cinnamon, honey butter, sweet potato cornbread? Welcome to today's recipe. If you love soft, moist, and flavorful cornbread, you'll want to try this cinnamon sweet potato recipe. So let's get started, my friends. A perfect balance of sweetness, warmth, and buttery goodness. Stick around to the end for a secret tip that takes this cornbread to the next level. It is moist, flavorful, and utterly irresistible. Get ready to bake a batch of pure happiness. Let's start with the essentials. You'll need cornmeal, flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and cinnamon for the dry ingredients. These create the perfect texture and warm spice notes. For the wet ingredients, grab sweet potatoes, melted butter, honey, eggs, vanilla extract, and buttermilk. These add moisture, sweetness, and richness to the cornbread. And don't forget the ingredients for the cinnamon honey butter. The key to incredibly moist cornbread is perfectly prepared sweet potatoes. Bake or microwave your sweet potato until it's fork tender. This ensures it blends seamlessly into the batter. These will be all the ingredients that will be imputed. You'll need the best ingredients for rich, fluffy cornbread. For the wet ingredients, 1 cup mashed sweet potatoes, about 1 medium sweet potato, ½ cup melted butter, 1/3 cup honey, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and ½ cup buttermilk. For the cinnamon honey butter, ½ cup unsalted butter, softened, 2 tablespoons honey, ½ teaspoon cinnamon. Each ingredient plays a key role in making this cornbread moist, fluffy, and flavorful. Now, let's move on to preparation. Let's prepare the sweet potatoes. First, bake or microwave your sweet potato until soft. If baking, wrap it in foil and cook at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes. If using a microwave, pierce it with a fork and cook for 5 to 7 minutes. Once soft, scoop out the flesh and mash it until smooth. Step 2. Mix the dry ingredients. In a large mixing bowl, combine cornmeal, flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and cinnamon. Give it a good whisk to evenly distribute the flavors. Step 3. Mix the wet ingredients. In another bowl, whisk together the mashed sweet potatoes, melted butter, honey, eggs, vanilla extract, and buttermilk. This mix creates the rich, moist texture. Step 5. Make the cinnamon and honey. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together the cornmeal, flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and cinnamon. This ensures even distribution of the leavening agents and spices. A well-mixed dry base is crucial for a consistent rise. Whisking also helps to aerate the dry ingredients, contributing to a lighter texture. Don't skip this step. It makes a difference. In a separate bowl, whisk together the mashed sweet potatoes, melted butter, honey, eggs, vanilla extract, and buttermilk. This creates a luscious, flavorful mixture. The buttermilk adds a subtle tang that complements the sweetness. Make sure your butter is melted, but not too hot. You don't want to cook the eggs. The honey adds a natural sweetness and a beautiful golden color. Now, gently fold the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. Stir just until combined. Overmixing develops gluten, resulting in a tough cornbread. We want it light and fluffy, not hard. A few streaks of flour are okay. They'll disappear during baking. The key is to avoid overworking the batter. Now, pour the batter into a greased 9-inch baking pan or cast iron skillet. A cast iron skillet gives the cornbread a crispy crust. Bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 degrees Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes. Insert a toothpick into the center. If it comes out clean, the cornbread is done. Let it cool slightly before slicing. While the cornbread bakes, prepare the cinnamon honey butter. In a small bowl, mix together softened butter, honey, and cinnamon until smooth. This is the secret ingredient that elevates this cornbread to the next level. The warmth of the cinnamon perfectly complements the sweetness of the honey. This butter is pure indulgence. Once the cornbread is golden brown and slightly cooled, slice it into squares. Spread a generous amount of cinnamon honey butter on each warm piece. Watch it melt into the cornbread, creating a symphony of flavors. Enjoy every bite of this comforting, delicious treat. It's perfect for brunch, holidays, or any time you crave a little sweetness. Want to take your cornbread to the next level? Here are a few pro tips. Use a parchment-lined pan for easy removal and a soft, golden crust. Don't overmix the batter for a tender crumb. Add a drizzle of maple syrup for extra sweetness. Serving tips. Once the cornbread is golden brown and fully baked, let it cool for 10 minutes before slicing. Spread a generous layer of cinnamon honey butter on each warm piece, then enjoy every bite. Are you ready to enjoy cinnamon honey butter sweet potato cornbread? Get the full recipe and make it at home. Deliciously soft and bursting with warmth, the perfect companion for any meal or gathering. It's tender and subtle. Nothing beats the comforting taste of your own homemade, mouth-watering sweet potato cornbread, a simple treat that fills your day with cozy joy. It's a recipe you'll want to make again and again. Thanks for joining us on this sweet journey. We're excited to have you with us and can't wait to share more delicious creations ahead. Love recipes like this? Subscribe for more mouth-watering ideas and let us know how yours turned out in the comments.